Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Sometimes in life, you've got to be crazy like a fox. Not reckless, not random, but clever, strategic, intentional in ways the world might not understand at first glance. Perception is a double-edged sword. It's the lens through which the world sees you, and often it's flawed. People will look at you and make judgments based on what they think they know, but their perception of you is not your reality, it's their limitation. What they label as your weakness, your flaw, for your folly could be the very thing that positions you for success. Being underestimated is one of the greatest advantages you can have. When people think they've figured you out, they stop paying attention to what you're really doing. That's where the power lies. Let them assume you're not capable. Let them misjudge your intentions. Every misstep they make in reading you becomes an opportunity for you to move with purpose and precision. Think about the fox. It doesn't advertise its intentions. It doesn't roar to declare its presence. Its genius lies in its subtlety, its ability to move under the radar while those around it grow comfortable in their assumptions. This principle applies to life and leadership. When others underestimate you, they leave the door open for you to act boldly and strategically, surprising them with the strength they never saw coming. And here's the thing, most people aren't equipped to recognize potential when it doesn't fit their preconceived mold. They expect success to look a certain way. They expect brilliance to follow a predictable path. But history is full of people who shattered expectations simply because they weren't afraid to defy the norm. They didn't argue with the doubters or try to prove themselves to skeptics. They let their work, their results, and their resilience speak louder than any words ever could. The power of perception is this: when others misjudge you, it creates space for you to operate without interference. It gives you the freedom to craft your own narrative, to build quietly and strike effectively. The fox doesn't waste time convincing others of its cleverness. It simply uses what it has to get what it needs. And that's a lesson we all need to learn. Perception isn't just about how others see you, it's about how you respond to being seen. Will you let it limit you, or will you use it to your advantage? The choice is yours. In life, there is a type of brilliance that doesn't conform to patterns, that doesn't play by the rules others expect. It may look like madness to the outside world, but beneath the surface, it's anything but chaotic. It's deliberate, it's focused, and it's powerfully strategic. This is the essence of being crazy like a fox. Unpredictability is a tool that not everyone knows how to wield, but those who master it can turn it into one of their greatest strengths. When you're unconventional, people don't know how to prepare for you. They don't know your next move, so they can't block it, and that's where the magic happens. Being strategically unpredictable forces others to adjust to you rather than you adjusting to them. About a fox in the wild, its movements seem erratic, almost random, but there's a reason for every step it takes. The fox doesn't zigzag just to look busy. It does it to confuse its predators or to sneak up on its prey. There's wisdom in what looks like chaos. Similarly, in life, the moments when others think you're all over the place may be the moments when you're positioning yourself for something greater. Sometimes strategic madness means stepping outside the box, refusing to follow the same tired formulas that everyone else is using. It's daring to take risks that others are too afraid to take, not because you're reckless, but because you see an opportunity they've overlooked. People may question your methods. They may call you unorthodox, but those who understand strategy know that success rarely comes from playing it safe. It's about knowing when to move and when to pause. It's about seeing what others don't see and having the courage to act on it. A fox doesn't waste its energy chasing every opportunity. It waits for the right one, the one it can win. That's what strategic madness is all about, moving with intention, even if others can't see the full picture. It's not about being random, it's about being calculated in ways that seem unpredictable to those who don't know your plan. And here's the beauty of it. When you embrace this kind of strategy, you don't have to fight every battle to win the war. A fox doesn't engage in unnecessary fights. It picks its moments carefully. It uses its wits, its instincts, and its ability to adapt to overcome obstacles. That's the kind of mindset that separates those who achieve extraordinary things from those who stay stuck in the ordinary. Strategic madness isn't about defying logic. It's about operating on a level of logic that others aren't ready to understand. It's about daring to be different, not for the sake of being different, but because you see a way forward that others can't see yet. It's about creating your own path and refusing to be boxed in by expectations. It's not recklessness, it's brilliance in disguise. A fox doesn't make a move without reason. Every step, every pause, every glance serves a purpose. It is calculated, intentional, and focused, even when its actions appear effortless or instinctual. This is a lesson we must take to heart. Success is not about constant motion, but about meaningful motion. Purpose in every step means rejecting aimlessness and embracing intentionality in everything we do. Life often tempts us to move for the sake of movement, to stay busy, to look productive, but being busy doesn't always mean making progress. It's easy to get caught in the trap of doing too much, running in every direction and losing sight of where we're actually headed. The fox doesn't waste energy on distractions. It doesn't chase every opportunity that comes its way. Instead, it focuses on what truly matters and aligns its efforts with its ultimate goals. When you have purpose in every step, you understand that even the smallest actions can have a ripple effect. A single choice made with intention can set off a chain reaction that changes everything. It's not always the big dramatic moves that bring success. Sometimes it's the quiet, deliberate steps that no one else notices. Purposeful actions may not be flashy, but they are powerful. Consider how the fox moves through its environment. It surveys the terrain, assesses its options, and chooses its path carefully. It knows when to walk boldly and when to tread lightly. It knows when to leap and when to wait. In the same way, we must learn to approach life with discernment. Not every opportunity is worth pursuing, and not every challenge requires a response. Purpose in every step means knowing when to act and when to hold back, trusting that the right moment will come if we remain patient and intentional. Even when the path seems unclear, having a sense of purpose keeps you grounded. There may be moments when others question your choices, when the road ahead looks uncertain, and when progress feels slow. But when you are walking with purpose, you understand that each step has meaning, even if the destination isn't visible yet. Purpose gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even in the face of obstacles, because you know that you're not walking aimlessly. You're walking towards something greater. The beauty of purpose is that it transforms how we approach everything. When you move with intention, you find meaning in tasks that once felt mundane. You see opportunities where others see limitations. You don't just work hard, you work smart, aligning your efforts with your goals and values. Purpose in every step isn't just about where you're going. It's about how you get there. It's about ensuring that every move you make is aligned with the bigger picture, that every decision reflects the vision you have for your life. Even when the journey is difficult, purpose sustains you. It reminds you that your steps are not wasted, that every challenge is a lesson, and that every detour is preparing you for the road ahead. Purpose in every step is what separates those who merely drift through life from those who create a life worth living. It's not just about achieving success, it's about walking with a sense of destiny, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. Life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges our way. Setbacks come when we least expect them, threatening to derail our plans and weaken our resolve. But a fox doesn't see an obstacle as the end of the road. It sees it as an opportunity to pivot, adapt, and outmaneuver whatever stands in its way. That's the mindset we must adopt if we're going to turn our setbacks into setups for something greater. Setbacks are inevitable. They come in many forms: a failed attempt, a closed door, a loss, or a delay. But here's the thing. A setback is only permanent if you allow it to define you. What looks like failure in the moment is often just a redirection, a nudge toward a path that's better suited for your purpose. Every obstacle carries within it a lesson, a moment of clarity or a hidden opportunity, but only if you choose to see it that way. Think about how the fox operates in the wild. When it encounters a barrier, it doesn't waste time lamenting its bad luck. It pauses, assesses the situation, and finds a way around it, over it, or even through it. What looks like a disadvantage to others becomes an opportunity for the fox to demonstrate its adaptability. Life is much the same. The moments that feel like roadblocks are often the very moments that push us to grow, to innovate, and to find strength we didn't know we had. Setbacks force us to stop and reevaluate. They compel us to step back, rethink our strategies, and ask ourselves hard questions. What went wrong? What can I learn from this? How can I approach things differently moving forward? These are not signs of failure. They are the seeds of wisdom. Each setback, if approached with the right mindset, becomes a stepping stone to something greater. And let's not forget that many of the world's greatest successes were born out of setbacks. Some of the most groundbreaking innovations, the most inspiring achievements, and the most transformative journeys begin with failure. These stories remind us that the value of a setback isn't in the stumble, it's in how we choose to rise afterward. The fall may feel heavy, but it's in the getting back up that our character is built and our purpose refined. Turning setbacks into setups means recognizing that the delay is not denial. Sometimes what feels like rejection is actually protection or preparation. It's the universe, God, or fate telling you, not yet, because something better is coming. The fox doesn't panic when its first attempt doesn't work. It tries again, armed with the knowledge it gained from the first try. That's resilience. That's wisdom in action. There is power in embracing the setbacks because they teach us resilience, patience, and resourcefulness. They give us a new perspective and open doors to possibilities we never considered before. A setback might make you feel like you're moving backward, but sometimes stepping back is exactly what's needed to see the full picture and prepare for the leap forward. The key is to never let a setback define you. It's not the end of the story, it's just a chapter. When you reframe it as part of your journey, you stop seeing it as a failure and start seeing it as a setup for something extraordinary. A fox doesn't stop moving because it hit a wall. It finds another way. And when we learn to do the same, setbacks cease to be obstacles and become stepping stones toward our ultimate purpose. In a world full of distractions, noise, and doubts, faith and focus are what keep us grounded. They are the pillars that allow us to move forward when the path isn't clear, when the odds seem stacked against us, and when the voices around us are telling us to quit. Faith and focus aren't just qualities, they are disciplines cultivated in the quiet moments when no one else is watching.